Hello, my dear friends. Nervousness is not social anxiety disorder. Shyness is not social anxiety disorder. The nervousness that results from some sort of other medication, some sort of drug are not social anxiety disorder. Then, what is social anxiety disorder? Let us discuss. Social anxiety disorder is fear of being embarrassed, being questioned, being watched, being scrutinized, being judged in a social situation. We must be very careful in differentiating between social anxiety disorder and social phobia. Both are almost same, except in the case of social phobia, the symptoms are so intense, the person always avoids or escapes from the social situations. In social anxiety disorder, the person fears being judged. The person fears being scrutinized. The person fears that he will be embarrassed or what others will think about him, about his behavior, about his attire, or about his way of presentation. All these symptoms are associated with social anxiety disorder. Let us very clearly understand what is social anxiety disorder. It is not nervousness, it is not shyness. We all understand when a person go to the stage for the first time, he may feel nervous. Even for the second time or third time, nervousness may happen. Even experienced speakers feel nervousness when they go to the stage for a presentation or for a speech. These are called nervousness. The more you do the speech, the more you do that activity, this nervousness dies down. When you go to a public place, when you go to a public gathering, it is common to be shy, common to feel shyness. Nervousness and shyness are not social anxiety disorder. As I already told you, social anxiety disorder is fear of being judged, fear of being scrutinized, fear of being humiliated, fear of what others will think about us or embarrassment. These are generally the symptoms of social anxiety disorder. When we speak about social anxiety disorder symptoms, we must understand the fight or flight response, our body's fight or flight reaction. In fight or flight reaction, our body perceives a threat, and according to that threat, the body responds with the help of preparing itself to fight or flight with that perceived fear. In this, the body starts adrenaline, the body starts troubling itself. The body, in this fight or flight response, you will have palpitations, you will have a little bit of restlessness, and all those fight or flight symptoms, those are being discussed in my previous videos titled fight or flight responses. So fight or flight responses actually are nervousness. This nervousness in its mild form is never a problem to the person. So we must understand the fight or flight syndrome, fight or flight symptoms, and should not worry much about it. Another aspect of social anxiety disorder is always irrational fear. We can understand when we go to a social gathering, others may judge you, may not judge you. Others may scrutinize you, may not scrutinize you. This scrutinization and judgment are in no way going to trouble you, are in no way going to disturb you. It is your perception that you think they scrutinize me and I may have some problem. They judge me, I might get embarrassed. So it is purely your perception at work. When your perception creates fear in your body, in your mind, the fight or flight response triggers and nervousness takes place. So again, nervousness is not social anxiety disorder. Sometimes it so happens this particular nervousness gets so worst that the person become panic. The initial stages, he becomes nervous, then he become panic. Once he has the panic attack, he escapes from that place. Once he escapes that place, it becomes panic disorder and further agoraphobia. Now he tries to avoid the social situations because of the fear of the panic attack. So this is called agoraphobia. It is not social anxiety. Again, I am telling you, do not confuse between social anxiety and agoraphobia. Nervousness is different. Panic attack is different. Social anxiety disorder is different. Social anxiety disorder is not agoraphobia. Social anxiety disorder is not nervousness. Social anxiety disorder is not shyness. Social anxiety disorder is not generalized anxiety disorder or panic disorder. Social anxiety disorder is fear of being judged, fear of being scrutinized, and fear of being embarrassed. This person sometimes may avoid the social circumstance, but he is not going to become panicky, extremely panicky, so that he escapes the social situation itself. You have social anxiety if you worry about social activities. You have social anxiety if you escape from the social activities up to one extent. You have social anxiety when you are unable to focus or unable to concentrate on a given work if you are aware that somebody is watching you, or you may perceive that somebody is watching you, judging you. This happens in interview circumstances and all. This happens, it could happen in laboratory experiments where others will watch you while you do that experiment. In this situation, the person will not be able to concentrate on the task given. You have social anxiety disorder if you think that I will be embarrassed in front of others, in front of social gathering. These symptoms, whatever 4 symptoms I have given, these social anxiety symptoms, being judged, being scrutinized, being embarrassed, these symptoms are present for more than 6 months, then you can be categorized as having social anxiety disorder. Social anxiety disorder, we must be able to differentiate the social anxiety disorder with other anxiety disorders. Number 1, generalized anxiety disorder is not social anxiety disorder. Agoraphobia is not social anxiety disorder. Shyness is not social anxiety disorder. Nervousness is not social anxiety disorder. The anxiety is not because of some medications the person is having. The anxiety is not because of drug use. So these things are to be kept in mind while diagnosing yourself regarding social anxiety disorder. So social anxiety disorder is fear of being judged, fear of being scrutinized, fear of being embarrassed in public places. Thereby, the person tries to avoid the social situation. In my second part of this video, I will explain how to overcome social anxiety disorder. For the time being, thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.